Okay, I've been putting this shit off for a minute because I saw so many videos about the same topic to the point that I thought it would be redundant to even speak about it. But what made me want to speak about this is that somebody that I respect on Facebook, do they posts. I respect they posts. A lot of they posts are, well, they have an air of pro-blackness to the post. And this is a black woman, well, mixed with something, but she's still categorized as African American or mixed breed or whatever. But due to the one drop rule, but black is black. Same thing with Barack Obama. The same way Barack Obama is black, this girl can be categorized as black too. Now, the the subject I'm talking about is this show that has taken the black community by storm. And when I say by storm, it's like this has the focus. I can't even say the black community. I'm going to say the women in the community, because I don't hear a lot of men speaking about how they want to watch this show or how much they support this show. Y'all know what show I'm talking about by now. If you don't know, I'm talking about Scandal. All right. The basis of Scandal is a black woman professional. What can be considered, what can be considered professional. Works in a professional environment. She plays the mistress of a white man that happens to be president. Look at the dynamics of the show. All right, you have a black professional woman, and she's the mistress of a white man. Now, right off, I already noticed. I'm thinking like, why are people supporting this? I say, get inside this door. Okay, I'm thinking right off. Why are black people supporting this? Why are black women supporting this? Because if you look at the dynamic in this show is basically saying that even at her best, even what is supposed to be, or what is supposed to be representative, or what's supposed to be represented as the upper crust of African American female society, what it's showing is that even at their best, as far as dating and interpersonal relationships on a collective level for this group of women, the best they can hope to attain is to be the mistress of a white man. I saw that right off, which is why whenever I see somebody post about this show, I just look at the screen in disbelief, like this can't be like you can't be serious. But yet, in droves, and I'm talking about damn near every black female, damn near, no, I can't say damn near everyone, I'm gonna say more than half, the majority of posts that I see from black women about this show is in support of this show, meaning they can't wait to watch it, that they want to watch it. See, when you watch something, you support it. When you don't watch it, or when you actively boycott it, then you're not supporting it. This female asked me, what does it have to do? She was like, why does everything have to be about race? Look at the dynamics of the damn show. Okay, since everybody want to ask, why you got to make it always about race? Okay, well, let's just flip the scenario, right? Let's just flip this real quick. Oh yeah, not to mention that the show Scandal was written by a black woman. Now, let's flip the whole scenario. Imagine if Scandal was a show written by a white woman, about a white woman, professional, and she happens to be the mistress of a black man who happens to be president. You think black women would support it? No, they will boycott it quick. So why the double standard? I mean, I can go deep into it and say that black women have an inherent desire to be the whore of a white man, but, I don't have enough evidence to support that claim. I have evidence, but I feel as if I don't have enough to make that claim. But what I can say is that by watching this show, black women don't see anything wrong with another black woman that's supposed to be where they're trying to get to, that is displaying whorish behavior with no shame. And black women are supporting this show with no shame. Now, I can happily say that the woman I'm dating don't watch that shit. Oh, fellas, that's a red flag. any of these reality shows or any of these TV shows that is supportive of this trifling ass behavior or supportive of any coonery from black women or from anybody. Okay, for instance, basketball wives. None of them hoes are really basketball wives. Love and hip hop. Bad Girls Club. You got, black and white, but, namely black women acting a damn fool, showing out. And they do this to get ratings. But my question is, why, like, I think people just want to see people get into some bullshit. Because you want to know what I don't hear about from black women? 16 and pregnant. Well, hell, majority of those, those at 16 and pregnant, majority of them are white girls, white teenage girls that have wind up getting pregnant at a young age, and they decided to document the entire situation. And I mean, that's up to them. I don't think that's cool whatsoever. I mean, why would you let the rest of the world know that at 16 years old you didn't think enough into your future to even think rationally about the decisions that you're making that can drastically change your life, such as a baby? So I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm really surprised that that shit actually aired. But that's the definition of a show that addresses real problems, but not on a large scale. But then again, either way you put it, because if those girls were 16 and pregnant and they were a bunch of black women, I will be against it the same way. But the show will catch a lot more flack from the black community. See what I'm saying? So I can understand why you don't hear a lot about 16 and pregnant from the black community, because from what it seems like, we don't watch that shit. We don't support that shit. I mean, I don't know how everybody feel about it. I can't speak for everybody, but personally, I think it's stupid, and I think it is ridiculous. And I'm happy to say that I don't see a lot of black people supporting that show. But then again, they support Scandal. Now, which one is worse, do you ask? Which one is worse? I mean, if you look at the dynamics of Scandal, I mean, really, do black women really, do they really aspire deep down to be the order of a white man? I don't think so. Well, I can't even say I don't think so, because I can just honestly say that I don't know. I really don't know, because it seemed like it don't, but then at times it seemed like it does, and it kind of flip-flops in both directions, kind of like a sine wave. So it's not really like I can make an accurate assessment of that without sounding like a pompous ass, somebody that's talking out of his face. So I'm wondering, why is it that black women are so intrigued by this show? See, I've been watching other shows too. A lot of the shows I watch come from Netflix, because a lot of the decent shows a lot of the shows that were decent are no longer on TV. It's replaced by reality TV. Okay, there's a show called Lie to Me. Now, I watch the dynamics in that show too. The only black woman I've ever seen in that show was a small role as a secretary, and it didn't make it past the first season. So, but then you have the black men. Whenever they were dating a woman, they were like, the black men in the show were dating non-black women. I mean, that's also telling, you see. But the show in itself is good. It doesn't involve any harlotry. It just shows interpersonal relationships. I mean, if they had a show that showed interpersonal relationships, I mean, I'd kind of be slighted against it if it was the other way around. But then again, people are going to date wherever the hell they want to date. So I already feel like it's to the point where if you're going to date outside your race, then hey, fine. But just don't come back, crawling back to your race. Well, you can't even say crawling back. Just don't come back to the original race and try and fake the funk and pretend like you've always been down for the cause. You've always been down for black love and all this extra shit, after the other races have discarded you. And that's for black men and women. See, I don't respect a man that will go out and date interracially because of some issue that he has with black people or black women, and then want to turn around and try and date a black woman because he realizes, for whatever reason, that he doesn't qualify for other races of women, at least not the upper crust. See, everybody knows that you don't really have to, like, as far as black women and other races of women, you have to try harder. You have to actually bring something to the table to get the upper crust of other women, because they're not just going off of what looks good to them. They're actually going off of qualities and what will make you a decent man to build a future with. Key word in that whole phrase is build. They want to see if you're the type of man to build black, white, pink, or purple. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of white women, unless they've been raised around black people or unless they just got a fetish for black people, their ideal mate would be same color, same race, same thing for black people. You know, unless you've been raised in neighborhoods to where all you see is a certain type of person, then you're going to gravitate toward that group of person, that type of person as far as dating. Or unless you've been in a situation to where you see what's going on out here and you're like, okay, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and try my hand. But once you do that shit, you can't come crawling back to the black community like you've always been down, because you know you be full of shit, which is why a lot of black men don't do that, because they know just how foolish they would be. So I'm kind of curious, like, just flip that situation, you know? If it was a show written by a white woman involving a white woman, professional, you know, has her shit together, but she's the whore of a black man that happens to be president, would that show be crucified? I give my vote for boycott. Let me know what y'all think. Long Locks 82, y'all be easy.